finally look at that, it's Kickstarter. I haven't heard of them for a long time. I wonder what they got going on right now.
I'll take 10 copies.
Okay, so what many of you may or may not know out there, I am a, like, really big F-Zero fan. Whenever I saw that there was a Kickstarter going up for something called Aero GPX, which is clearly a spiritual successor to the F-Zero games, you can best bet that I freaking backed the shit out of that Kickstarter faster than you can say the phrase Captain Falcon Thunder Thighs. So something I always have to remind people of whenever I see like a game come out that's definitely a futuristic racing fun time. I see so many people talk about like, oh, this is the spiritual successor to F-Zero you've been waiting for. And I'm always like, no. Now, don't get me wrong, games like Fast RMX, Pacer, Redout, these are all great games. But those are Wipeout. That's what I like so much about Aero GPX, and I'm telling you, the second that I started up a race, I was like,
This is where the fun begins.
this game nails that sense of speed. So with the announcement of this Kickstarter, we were also treated to a downloadable Steam demo, so any of you out there right now, if you're interested in this, yes, you can play the Steam demo totally for free. Like, you didn't need to back this Kickstarter to do that. And I respect the hell out of that. And in this demo, there's 5 tracks to pick from. There's also some time trials that you can do. You can do just like single races, or you can do the Grand Prix. You can look at options. There's a lot of options for a demo. It's pretty obviously trying to be F-Zero X, and like, I'm not really that upset that it's wearing its inspiration directly on its sleeve. Sometimes these spiritual successors come out and we're all kind of sitting around here like, well, you clearly just kind of ripped off of something. But like, in the instance of this, that art is so well done and it feels so good. And Nintendo also clearly doesn't give a f about F-Zero anymore. So this is what I gotta do to get a good feeling combative futuristic racing game, then I'm okay with that. But there's a couple of changes in here that I really dig a lot, and dare I say, actually improves on the legacy of F-Zero. So first we got something called the drill dive mechanic, and this honestly for me took like a while to get used to. And I'm not even saying I'm good. I mean, if you look at the gameplay footage here, sometimes I get it and sometimes I just fucking don't. So essentially the drill dive is the ending of one of the flight segments. So you're like flying around here for like a couple of seconds and then you get to the end and you can do this like really intense twisting dive as you like fall down so fast and fly right back on the track, and you can like hit other people while you're doing it, and it is so much fun. Like I said, a little difficult to master, but man, it feels so good when you pull one off. Dude, that shit is fun. So along with that, you also have the differences when like the boost and the health mechanics. So in F-Zero, like if you've played an F-Zero game, you know that whenever you go throughout the race, you have a health meter, which also acts as your boost meter. And I always liked that system because it's kind of like a risk and reward thing. So like when you're going throughout a race, you can choose, do I need health? Or do I really want to use boost here and speed up and get ahead of my opponent? This kind of has that same risk reward type thing. It just splits the bars up into two. So now you have a dedicated health bar and you have a dedicated boost bar. And there's still that sense of like fear that, oh shit, I really need health, but I'm in 4th place and I'm going into the last lap. Should I get boost? Like, you have to make these decisions. That was a horrible snap. And man, I gotta talk about that combat. Combat in F-Zero is always one of those things that like I don't think about enough. Sometimes I prioritize it, but sometimes I don't. But the combat in Aero GPX is really satisfying to pull off. Listen to what it sounds like whenever you just slap somebody off the track. Ooh, that's good. So yeah, with all the positives I mentioned, the weight of the cars and how they feel, the speed, the combat, the sound design, the overall graphical layout, the like art direction, the music, everything in this demo is just exactly what I've wanted, and it is scratching my F-Zero itch so hard it makes me raw. If you guys have been wanting F-Zero, this is it. I can confidently say that as someone who has been looking forward to an F-Zero game for 18 years. That's a long time. As someone who genuinely has been waiting for a large portion of his life, I can tell you, this is it. It's a good time. Please go download it. That's my good girl. Yeah. It's my boo girl. Daisy wanted to come say hi. She hasn't been in a video in a hot second, so yeah. She decided to come over here, and she wanted to tell you that if you like this video... Oh, what was that, Daisy? Awesome. She wanted to tell you that if you like this video, then maybe you should check out this one right up there. You might dig that one too. I'm sorry, it was just scratching your butt. You don't like that? Okay, I'm sorry about that. Okay, we're gonna go now. Bye-bye.